Hello guys, welcome to another topic of my take, my top talk on issues affecting Nigerians, and this one is especially so interesting. It was brought to my attention by a friend who sent the video to me, and I watched it. It was so interesting, and I would like my viewers or people to watch it too, and later I will comment on it, and let's go. Thank you.
It's not just the Western world that has the scientific know-how to beat the virus. In Senegal, a laboratory has used its AIDS and Ebola experience to develop a $1 COVID-19 testing kit. Aljazeera's Nicholas Hawk has more.
Senegal is doing what most countries can't, testing everyone, symptoms or not, entering a health center for the novel coronavirus. It has no shortage of testing kit thanks to this lab at the Institut Pasteur. Researchers are developing a $1 quick diagnostic kit, originally made to test for dengue fever. Patients drop blood or saliva onto the devices and wait for a bloodline to appear, like a pregnancy test, explains researcher Amadou Sall.
There is no need for a highly equipped lab. It's a simple test that can be done anywhere. The idea is to rapidly produce 2 to 4 million kits, not just for us, but for African countries, so that we can detect and isolate patients quickly.
The sick are administered a cheap anti-malarial drug called chloroquine, commonly found in sub-Saharan Africa where malaria is endemic. With only 50 ventilator machines for 16 million people, Senegalese engineers are using a 3D printing machine to produce more. While imported ventilators cost $16,000, this one is just $60. Senegal is counting the cost and it's paying off. More than a month into the outbreak, the small West African nation suffered only 2 deaths, with most patients treated healed. Senegal has the largest rate of recovery in patients infected with the coronavirus in Africa, the third in the world, ahead of countries like the United States and France. And while it has a tiny health budget compared to those countries, it has a wealth of experience in dealing with infectious diseases and outbreaks.
Are you guys listening? Aren't we in a mess as a country? Really, it baffles me that we call ourselves. It's easy for them to say we are giant of Africa, but on a proper look, what have we done? What are we doing even to ourselves? We are not wiping ourselves because of other African countries. Since the outbreak of this pandemic, we all know what countries like Madagascar, the smallest of all, let me just mention it innocent. Morocco sent some masks to other African countries and helped it, even some masks to Europe, to Italy, to everywhere. Morocco is an African country. I don't know, and look at what other Rwanda, look what they are doing for their own citizens in place of other African countries. Since the outbreak of this pandemic, what we are hearing is billion, they contributed nothing. What our researchers are doing is developing, how will I put it, machinery for kilishi and all those nonsense. No advancement in anything. All the professors are all political appointees. But don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong being appointed by politicians, but like you all know, they are not there on merit. That's what is happening in Nigeria. People put their kinsmen there, people put those who can give their kickback there, so they don't care what the nature of job they have to do. Now, so if they merit it, if they don't put a square peg in a square hole or round hole in a round peg in a round hole, nothing is done on merit anymore in that country. That is why the country is what it is now. But it must interest you to know that in the absence of nothing, people are developing. People who have nothing, who don't Senegal now, they just found oil. If you go to those countries, you wonder, we that have everything, why are we backward? And it might interest you to even note that before now, before the outbreak of this pandemic, it was this Lassa fever. Yeah, I was hearing on the news, reading the news every year, died here, Nasarawa here, there, Bauchi here, this, that here, Delta State here. Why? Because they just want to eat money. So you tell me, with all those experience we had, with all those Lassa fever and this thing, and up to now, nothing has been developed. So what is happening to our researchers? Oh, goodness. May God, no, I feel blasphemy, not God. At least we have to rise up to save ourselves. It's time, because this cannot continue like this. This cannot continue like this. You don't put somebody that went to read Islamic study or read nonsense or whatever in a place whereby they need more technicality and acuteness. Please, we should talk and let them do the right thing for us. We are backward in all everything in terms of the only thing that is positive about that country is the people. And the people not no help from the government. Nothing the government is doing. Yeah, let's not forget before I hang up, before I go offline. You might be aware, it's in the news some few days back in one of these Punch news I read that the governor of Kaduna said he's using 400,000 to treat a patient. It's in the news. I wish I can just have the time to just let me see how we. It's just too bad what they are doing. This thing is just an avenue for them to make money. They don't even care about the citizens. So all the Lassa fever, all the normal malaria, this thing now is all COVID. It's all elevated to this pandemic now. So nobody's talking about it anymore, because though we are the avenue to eat money now they elevated it. They will say they spend this amount and doing nothing. Sincerely speaking, most of these comedians are saying, the thunder that we fire these our politicians is just loading. It's downloading already, by the grace of God. It's downloading, and we caught them soonest possible. Soonest. No, we need to rise up, because it can't continue like this. This is my take, and you guys should leave their comment on the comment section below, and at least please share this video. Let it go to the right sources and right places, so that people will see that things need to be done and done right. Thank you very much.